In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
These are Lawin headlines for this week. Texas ends lottery commission as legislative game reforms pass. Houston ISD hosts job fairs to fill 350-plus teacher vacancies. Texas teen takes center stage with national win at Jimmy Awards. Inhaled insulin matches injection effectiveness in children, study finds. Trump admin brands Iran strike successful, accuses media of bias. Sara Duterte responds to Ombudsman's order with counter-affidavit. Hila powers through to her first WTA final at Eastbourne. Film entrepreneur lands spot on Forbes' top self-made women list.
Good day, I am Nesca, and tonight we bring you the latest stories in the United States of America, especially in the state of Texas. So sit back, relax, and let Lawin Weekly News be your guide to the news that matters most. Governor Greg Abbott has signed Senate Bill 3070 into law, setting in motion the dissolution of the Texas Lottery Commission. Under the new law, the commission will be disbanded and oversight of the state lottery will shift to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. The lottery will continue to operate under this new structure through at least 2029. Lawmakers cited investigations into online couriers and previous jackpot claims as key factors behind the legislative move. They say the new restrictions are designed to prevent abuse and improve transparency in the lottery system. Texas lawmakers have approved Senate Bill 22, a measure aimed at boosting the state's film and television industry by increasing funding and updating compensation standards for local workers. The bill now awaits Governor Greg Abbott's signature. Under SB 22, state investment in film incentives will rise from $200 million to $500 million every 2 years. The Texas Moving Image Industry Incentive Program will see its budget grow from $200 million to $300 million per biennium in a push to attract more production companies to the state. The legislation also includes updated guidelines to ensure fair hiring and compensation for Texas-based workers. By requiring equitable pay structures, the bill aims to support job growth and maximize benefits for local talent. It also introduces provisions promoting environmental sustainability and diversity in hiring. Productions that follow these guidelines will be eligible for the expanded incentives, encouraging more responsible and inclusive practices. The Texas Film Commission has endorsed the bill, citing its potential to drive economic growth, increase employment, and enhance Texas' reputation as a production hub. With the governor's signature pending, industry stakeholders are watching closely for final approval of the expanded funding and regulatory updates. Governor Greg Abbott has vetoed a $16 million budget item that would have funded summer food assistance for low-income children in Texas through the federally backed Summer EBT program. The initiative, created by Congress in 2022, is designed to provide $120 per eligible child during the summer months when school meals are not available. Abbott cited uncertainty over federal matching rates as a reason for the veto. As a result, Texas will turn down an estimated $450 million in federal funds meant to support the program. Anti hunger advocates and several lawmakers have criticized the move, warning that it could lead to higher food insecurity among children who depend on school meals during the academic year. The $60 million was part of a broader list of 26 bills vetoed by the governor. So far, his office would or has not proposed an alternative to replace the summer food support. The summer EBT program specifically serves families with children eligible for free or reduced price lunches or lunches during the school year. Without state participation, thousands of Texas families may face added pressure to meet their children's nutritional needs this summer. The Houston Independent School District is holding a series of job fairs to fill more than 350 teacher vacancies ahead of the new school year. The hiring events are taking place at Delmar Fieldhouse, with upcoming dates set for June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. The district is looking for qualified educators to fill teaching positions across multiple campuses. HISD officials say the job fairs are part of a broader push to ensure all schools are fully staffed with the first day of class. Attendees will have the chance to meet directly with hiring officials and may be offered on the spot interviews. Candidates are encouraged to bring all required documentation and be ready for immediate consideration.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Social media personality Brian Johnson, widely known as Liver King, was arrested Tuesday in Austin after allegedly posting threatening videos directed at podcaster Joe Rogan. Johnson has been charged with making a terroristic threat, a Class B misdemeanor under Texas law. Authorities say the arrest came after Johnson posted a series of videos online in which he allegedly challenged Rogan to a physical confrontation and made comments or statements suggesting a willingness to cause harm. Rogan reported the videos as threatening and noted he has had no prior interaction with Johnson. Johnson is a prominent online figure who promotes what he calls an ancestral lifestyle, sharing fitness content and advocating for natural living. He has built a large following on social media platforms, and the investigation is ongoing, and so far, no additional charges have been filed. A North Texas high school graduate has earned one of the highest honors in American high school musical theater. Fabiola Caraballo Quijada, a recent graduate of Tyler Legacy High School, was named Best Actress at the 2025 Jimmy Awards in New York City. The national competition, officially known as the National High School Musical Theater Awards, brings together top student performers from across the country. Caraballo Quijada stood out among dozens of finalists, impressing judges with a powerful performance that showcased both her vocal and acting talent. Her win shines a spotlight on the strength of arts education in East Texas and places her among a select group of young performers recognized nationally for excellence in musical theater. San Antonio's historic Arneson Theater is set to undergo $1.3 million in renovations following approval from the City Council. Upgrades will include new sound and lighting systems, public Wi Fi, and electrical improvements. City officials say the current equipment hasn't been updated since 1990 and is no longer functional. The project, led by San Antonio-based contractor Amstar Incorporated, will begin in July and is expected to wrap up by the end of the year. Major events at the theater will continue as planned, through some smaller performances may be postponed during construction. Located in the La Velita Historic Arts Village, the Arneson Theater is a popular venue for cultural festivals and community events. City leaders say the improvements will enhance the audience experience and help support San Antonio's growing arts scene. Inhaled insulin is just as effective as injected insulin for controlling blood sugar during mealtimes in children with type 1 diabetes, according to new research presented at the American Diabetes Association scientific meeting in Chicago. The study compared outcomes in students or children using inhaled insulin at mealtimes with those receiving traditional injections. Results showed both methods provided similar glucose control. Participants still required a daily long-acting insulin injection to manage blood sugar outside of meals. Researchers say the findings could offer a less invasive option for young patients and their families. The American Diabetes Association meeting is a key forum for unveiling advances in diabetes care and treatment.
Tune into Legal Treats with attorney Eileen Ligote Dizon
every Friday 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
Get your weekly dose of legal knowledge, especially on family matters like divorce, child custody, child support, estate planning, probate and immigration.
Engage in discussion by posting your questions or comments during the show.
See you this Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. That would be Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Philippines. Don't miss out.
The Trump administration is defending recent U.S. airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites, calling the mission a success that significantly impaired Iran's uranium enrichment capabilities. The strikes, carried out last weekend under the name Operation Midnight Hammer, involved 7 B-2 Spirit bombers deploying more than 75 precision-guided weapons. Key among the targets was Iran's underground Fordo enrichment facility. President Trump praised the operation during a press conference at the NATO summit, calling media criticism fake news and claiming the mission sent a clear message to Iran. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and General Dan Kane said the strikes were executed with precision, had been in planning for over 15 years, and resulted in no civilian casualties. While administration officials maintain the mission was a strategic success, some media reports citing intelligence sources suggest Iran may still retain the ability to resume its nuclear program. Vice President Sara Duterte has filed a counter affidavit with the Office of the Ombudsman in Manila, responding to serious allegations raised in a House committee report. Attorney Michael Wesley Poa submitted the document on Duterte's behalf on Friday, meeting the deadline set by the Ombudsman. Only the first page and two paragraphs of the affidavit were made available to the media. The summons issued earlier by the Ombudsman also included several former officials from the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education. The House Committee on Good Governance recommended filing charges including technical malversation, falsification of public documents, perjury, bribery, plunder, and betrayal of public trust. The investigation is still ongoing. Vietnam's National Assembly has approved amendments to the penal code that eliminate the death penalty for 8 criminal offenses. The changes will take effect in July 2025. The revisions reduce the number of capital crimes from 18 to 10. Offenses removed from the list include espionage, attempted government overthrow, certain corruption and bribery charges, and non-violent crimes like producing counterfeit food or medicines. The move marks a significant shift in Vietnam's criminal justice approach, especially concerning political and non-violent offenses. However, the death penalty remains in place for serious crimes such as murder, terrorism, and large-scale drug trafficking. Executions in Vietnam are carried out by lethal injection. Human rights groups have welcomed the change but continue to call for full abolition. Vietnam does not publicly release detailed data on capital punishment. The Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. has issued a warning to Filipinos in the U.S. about false information circulating online regarding dual citizenship and travel rights. In an official statement, the embassy confirmed there have been no changes to U.S. policies affecting Filipino dual citizens or lawful permanent residents. The advisory responds to viral social media posts that have caused confusion and concern. The embassy urged the Filipino community to rely on official sources, avoid sharing unverified content, and report false information. Officials also reminded the public that renouncing Philippine citizenship is a serious and irreversible action that should not be based on misinformation. For accurate guidance, Filipinos are encouraged to contact the Philippine Embassy or the nearest consulate or visit the embassy's official website. Dallas Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison announced Wednesday night that Jason Kidd will return as head coach for the upcoming NBA season. The announcement came just after the Mavericks selected Duke standout Cooper Flagg as the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Flagg, widely regarded as one of the most promising young talents in recent years, will begin his NBA career under Kidd's guidance. Harrison addressed recent speculation about Kidd's potential departure. putting rumors to rest by confirming Kidd will continue in his role for a fifth consecutive season. The Mavericks now look to integrate Flagg into a lineup that already includes a strong core, with expectations high for the upcoming season. Alex Ayala has made history, becoming the first Filipina to reach a WTA Tour final after a hard-fought semifinal win at the Eastbourne Open in the United Kingdom. Yala defeated Varvara Gracheva on Friday with a scoreline of 7-5, 2-6, 6-3. Both players entered the tournament as qualifiers, making their deep runs especially notable. After dropping the second set, Yala rallied in the third to secure the biggest milestone of her professional career so far. The 19-year-old has been on a steady rise this season, including a semifinal appearance in Miami where she defeated 3 Grand Slam champions. She now advances to the Eastbourne Open Championship match, aiming to claim her first WTA title. The Eastbourne Open is a key stop on the WTA Tour, attracting top international talent ahead of Wimbledon. Yala's strong performance underscores her emergence as a rising star in women's tennis. Filipino-American Susan Ocampo has been named to Forbes' 2025 list of America's richest self-made women, ranking 18th with an estimated net worth of $2 billion. Now in its 10th year, the Forbes list honors women who have built their fortunes through entrepreneurship, leadership, or creative talent. Ocampo, 67, lives in Honolulu, Hawaii, and is a major figure in the semiconductor industry. She is best known for her role in Macom Technology Solutions, a NASDAQ-listed firm where she sits on the board and is the largest individual shareholder, owning about 15% of the company. She co-founded Sirenza Micro Devices in 1984 with her late husband John Ocampo, laying the groundwork for their future ventures. In 2008, the couple launched Gas Labs, a private tech-focused investment firm, where Susan currently serves as vice president, secretary, and treasurer. Forbes gave Ocampo a self-made score of 8, recognizing the significant entrepreneurial effort behind her success. Topping this year's list is Diane Hendricks of ABC Supply with $22.3 billion. While pop star Selena Gomez joins as the youngest newcomer with a net worth of $700 million. To qualify for the 2025 list, honorees needed a net worth of at least $350 million, up from $250 million a decade ago. Ocampo's inclusion highlights her remarkable influence and achievement in the tech sector. Actor Sam Milby recently underwent stem cell therapy in the Philippines as part of his treatment for diabetes. Milby has previously shared his health condition publicly and pursued the procedure in hopes of improving his condition. Stem cell therapy involves introducing new cells into the body to replace or repair damaged ones. While commonly used in regenerative medicine, its application for diabetes is still considered experimental. Details about the specific type of therapy, the clinic involved, and the results have not been disclosed. Milby has yet to release a statement on the outcome or any future medical plans. Meanwhile, a star-studded night lit up the heart of Texas earlier this month, as some of the biggest names in Filipino entertainment took center stage at the Gaylord Texan Resort in Convention Center in Grapevine. The event, held on Saturday, June 14th, featured powerhouse performances by Dan I, the sensational duo known for their soaring vocals, Dessa as the Asia's powerhouse diva, and none other than the comedy concert queen herself, Ai de las Alas. It was a night of music, laughter, and celebration, bringing the Filipino community together in a spectacular showcase of talent and culture.
Okay, hi, this is Miss Dessa. I'm representing Lawin Media Network and just want to ask, what is the highlight of tonight's performance? The energy is so high and I really enjoyed it.
Well, every time we perform, we're just like that. You know, the energy is always like that. And highlight, parang lahat data, highlight.
Yes. It feels like, I love the connections amongst the Filipino people.
Of course, yeah. First time to meet her. So I really enjoyed that, in fairness.
And you get to showcase the talent to foreign guys. It's really good. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Dessa.
Nice meeting you.
Cherie.
Let's have a picture, the three of us. Can you do it?
Yes.
Here is your Lawin Weekly News weather forecast in Houston, Texas. On June 29th, Sunday, the high reaches 89 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Humid skies bring a mix of clouds and sun with a couple of afternoon thunderstorms. On June 30th, Monday, the temperature peaks at 93 degrees Fahrenheit and drops to 77 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Expect humid conditions with sunshine, a few clouds, and scattered afternoon storms. On July 1st, Tuesday, highs of 93 degrees Fahrenheit and lows of 78 degrees Fahrenheit are forecast. The day brings alternating clouds and sun. On July 2nd, Wednesday, temperatures climb to 94 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Hazy sunshine suggests warm, humid conditions. On July 3rd, Thursday, highs again reach 94 degrees Fahrenheit with lows near 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Conditions remain humid with sunshine filtered through high clouds. On July 4th, Friday, temperatures peak at 93 degrees Fahrenheit and fall to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Enjoy mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Ideal for Independence Day festivities. On July 5th, Saturday, highs stay around 93 degrees Fahrenheit with lows of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect pleasant conditions with sunshine mixed with some high clouds.
As we braced ourselves for the recent weather changes, we delved into what unfolded day by day. Whether you planned outdoor activities or simply prepared for the week, we had you covered with the most accurate forecast. We kept you updated as we took a closer look at the weather patterns that impacted our region. Remember, here at Lawin Weekly News, we brought you the clearest skies to the stormiest forecasts. So those were the latest stories in Texas this week. I am Nazca Santina from Lawin Media Network. Have a great day.
Lawin Weekly News.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Weekly News.